Lieutenant Commander Abhilash Tomy is the first Indian to sail around the globe solo. Not only solo, it was non-stop and without an engine or unassisted. You're seeing there in that 3D map of the navigation across the globe. It took him 150 days or so to cover the 40,000 kilometers in which he battled waves which are as high as 10 meters and wind speeds of 100 kilometers per hour. He's only the second Asian to do so. You can see the circumnavigation that requires him to go around the 3 capes in the southern hemisphere, Cape of Good Hope, and before he crosses the equator twice to reach back to Mumbai. So what really creates the wind beneath his wings, Lieutenant Commander Tomy? Like George Mallory once said about Mount Everest, did you do it because it was there to be done?
Yes, it's something like that for me also. I did it because it could be done, because it was there to be done.
There to be done, but to do that, you were eating about what? Just 500 grams a day. You had 1 liter of water on an average per day to do everything?
No, as far as food is concerned, somebody on land has only about half a kilo of food per day. Sure. The rest comes in the form of fluids, as in you take just about 2 fists of rice to make your meal, but the rest comes in in terms of water. But as far as water is concerned, I did have to ration a lot. I could use only about 1 liter per day for everything, that is taking bath, going to the loo, washing clothes, doing dishes, and a lot of cooking. I would use seawater. It was a bit tight, but after I got used to it, I got used to it.
Talking about the sea and the challenges there now, there's a quote that seafarers usually use, which is no rules below 40 degrees south, no laws below 50 degrees south, and no God below 60 degrees south. You were seeing waves which you described like liquid mountains.
It was always like that, liquid mountains bashing you all the while. Life was something like getting inside a washing machine and shutting the door and switching it on and leaving it on for hours or days.
Well, in English we often use the term doldrums without knowing the etymology. Tell us about going through that area.
The doldrums are a place where 2 wind patterns converge, and what happens is that it becomes an area of very light winds. Lot of heat, and at times we have these squalls lying in ambush which out of nowhere will give you about 30 or 40 knot winds, and within minutes it will do whatever damage it has to do, and in seconds it will go back to normal and there is no wind. It's very difficult to cross the doldrums, and when I was heading on my way back from Cape of Good Hope, it took me 15-20 days of planning to look for that small patch where the doldrums would be the thinnest, and in fact we managed to cross it within about 12 hours or so. Otherwise there was a good chance that I might get stuck there for days, if not weeks.
Well, one of the reasons, Lieutenant Commander, you didn't want to get stuck was because you were running out of popcorn?
Yes, that's the time I decided I need to get back to shore.
Go on.
In fact, I realized that I was running short of popcorn when I was in the middle of the Pacific, and that is when I decided to increase the boat's speed, and she started sailing much faster than she was sailing before that.
Well, they say every sailor has a girl in every port, but you never stopped at any port.
Yes, a sailor has a girl in every port. That's why I didn't touch any port.
Lieutenant Commander Tomy, thanks so much for joining us on NDTV, and all the best for your future ventures.